Hey, relational leaders. Hey, I just wanted to share some perspective from a client I was working with recently, and pretty successful, and um, in an industry where referrals are the lifeblood of what they do. And this individual, when I was working with him, he's like, "Look, I just feel like I'm a taker when I'm trying to ask for referrals or trying to build a business on referrals, and so I just don't really take any action." So which by the way is really common. Most people don't like asking for referrals, but that's a whole nother conversation. But part of the hang up here is that when I asked him, I said, but he really wanted to be known as being someone who is generous. And so we just got into a conversation. Um, you know, there's the ancient book of wisdom says it is better to give than to receive. And so we spent some time talking about that. And I think in our businesses, if we have to be the change that we want to see. So if we want more referrals, if we want more relationship, if we want more strategic partners, then I think we have to be the individual that creates that for other people as well. So my encouragement to him was to give what he wanted to receive. So if he wanted to be more connected, he needed to give out more connections. If he wanted more referrals, he needed to give out more referrals. So we went through a very simple process. I gave him three C's in order to focus on building his network, but also giving referrals. And so those three C's are really, really simple. When he was in a conversation, one of the things he was looking at doing was building out his strategic partners. So he started reaching out to his favorite clients and asking for connections to strategic industries, individuals in strategic industries that came across his ideal client often. So the first thing we had him do is ask his clients is, how well do you know your, in this case, he was looking for CPAs, estate planning attorneys. So this individual was looking for addition. So he just started reaching out to his clients, following up them. He had to make phone calls to his clients anyway as part of his value proposition and keeping in relationship with his clients. And as he was doing his reviews with them, but he was also so I just said, ask them how well they know their CPA. The context is really important. And then the next C was really just finding out how competent they were. That's always a tricky one. And so this is something that most people don't get into, but it's really simple. Just say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank your CPA? How would you rank your estate planning attorney? And that question, well, from a competence standpoint, gives an idea of the depth of the relationship and how competent and how they're performing. So the first two really just let you know how well do they know their CPA or their estate planning attorney. And the second was, how good of a job are they doing for them? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank them? And what this did is this put this individual in a position, a really unique, and what I would say is a powerless situation, where they have the ability they're asking, they're getting information, and they can do either one of two things. They can get an introduction to somebody who's a 9 or a 10, which helps them build out their network. So they ask for a connection. That's the third C. The third C is connection. So they can ask for a connection to that individual. Or better yet, if the individual is not in that 9 or 10 range, they're not a superstar in what they do, that's your ability from a service. What he had the opportunity to do was connect his clients with someone who could do a better job for them. And so again, those three C's are really simple. When you're having conversations with clients, if you're trying to build your strategic partner, if your community of strategic partners, or if you're trying to give more referrals, using the three C's is a really simple step in order to do that. So the first one is asking context. Second one is what is their competence level. And the third one is just really making a connection, either getting a connection or providing a connection to the person that you're talking to. I hope that makes sense. And so do me a favor, try using those three C's as you're trying to build out your network of strategic partners, or if you want to be known as someone who is generous and make introductions and make referrals out to the strategic partners you already have. Hope you find that information useful today. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help.